Yeah.
Work on your default look. Don't be looking at me on the camera. So the first thing you do when you enter the vehicle before you actually turn on the ignition is put your safety belt on. If you have any passenger with you, you also make sure that they have on their safety belt. You have your safety belt on? The next thing you do is you check your mirrors, because you may not have been the last person to drive the vehicle, and you want to make sure that all obstacles are not in your way and your mirrors are functioning like they should to assist you. Before putting the car in drive or reverse or in gear, check your surroundings. The new rule is we should always drive at 10 and 2, but of lately it's been 9 and 3. Do you know why it's 9 and 3? It's 9 and 3 because most cars have airbags. You ready to go? Safety belt on? Any kids in the way? We can apply pressure to the brakes and put the car in reverse. If you have a student driver with you, I suggest that you get on the highway that's less traveled, but they don't have a lot of cars, a lot of traffic up and down the highway. Always use signaling when you're turning or you're switching lanes. We're going right, so our right signal light is on. Are you having fun yet? So these tips will definitely get you to pass your test. Your instructor would be in the passenger seat. They would definitely want to make sure that you have your hands on the wheel as well as have your seatbelt on. They're going to get you to do a few things. If you're in an area where they have red lights at, they will take you through red lights to make sure that you come to a complete stop at the red light or stop sign. You would definitely be evaluated on that. We are approaching the stop sign right now. When approaching it, don't wait till the last minute to brake. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Start slowing down as you approach. Put your signal light on. Come to a complete stop, look both ways, and proceed in the direction that you're heading. We have now entered the main highway. When switching lanes or making a turn, be sure to use your signal lights. We're making a turn, left signal is on, cars are approaching. We slow down, we don't wait till the last minute. We use the crossover to turn. Nice and smooth. We're now on the interstate. When you're on the interstate and you are in, when you have multiple lanes, when you're switching lanes, don't go from one lane to lane number 4 and lane number 3. When switching lanes, one lane at a time. As such. One lane at a time. If you have multiple lanes, 3 or 4, still one lane at a time. Pause, make sure of your surroundings, and then proceed to make a move. Also, when you're traveling on the highway, always make sure you remain a good distance from the car that's in front of you. If you're traveling at 50 miles an hour, you should be 5 car lengths behind the car that you're traveling behind. That gives you ample enough time to brake, make sudden changes depending on what you can observe in front of you. What I miss? Oh, good job. Double yellow lines, double white lines, right? Also, always be aware of your signs. They also have a sign test as well as a written exam, as well as a driving exam when you're out in the physical form driving. A couple of keys when you're driving. Solid yellow lines meaning that it's two-way traffic and you should not cross them. Solid white lines also mean it's not a great time to cross. Be aware of those signs. Know what the signs mean. Know what the stripes on the ground mean. Those are very important and can be key to your safety and the safety of everybody else that's traveling the highway, as well as for you passing the test. At a red light, you can make a right on red at select red lights that allow you to do that. Not all allows you to make a right on red. So make sure you read your signage before you just go out there and assume that you can make a right on red. And that right on red should only be made when you first come to a complete stop. I think if you follow those things right there, you'll be guaranteed to pass the written part of your exam. Now, to the young lady that's so talkative and been rattling her mouth off the whole time while I've been driving, we're gonna hand her the keys and let her go about driving. Let's see how she do. You ready? You gotta make sure who got the. You got your safety belt on?
Put yours on.
You didn't tell me.
Shouldn't have to tell you to put a seatbelt on.
You may have to.
No.
I'll be writing that down on my little list as if I was an instructor right there. She didn't tell me to put my seatbelt on.
My instructor didn't tell me to put a seatbelt on.
He don't know better. I'm the new instructor. Buy me one of them little cars with the little braking system over here, so I can start jamming on the brakes. You know where we going?
Home.
Going home? Do you have a heavy foot? Do you drive fast or you do the speed limit?
The speed limit.
Are you just telling me that because I'm in the car with you?
Mm-hmm.
Or you like speed racing with them now? In the car with you? So your whole driving experience, has it been fun? Have you been enjoying learning how to drive? You ready to get your license and get the keys? Do you have a vehicle yet? Are you ready for a vehicle? How you don't know if you're ready for it?
That's not my call.
That's not your call?
No, I'm gonna buy it myself.
You gotta, you work, you got a job. I saw you work hard. Huh?
I don't work no more.
To save up all the money that you don't work to buy your car. Well, I think your parents have done an excellent job of teaching you how to drive, because you got us from here to there and back here safe and sound with no harm. You did everything that you needed to do. You didn't run over any of the kids that we had in the drive when we was leaving out and coming back. So I think that you are ready for your driver's license, as well as you passing that test for the road exam and everything like that. I want to be the first to congratulate you on being a licensed driver. Thank you very much for being a part of my movie. You can have a great day.